back to the garage, guys. Today it's our pleasure to announce the JD's Garage 2.0 plasma cutter. This is an update to our current design. Mechanically, the machine is staying the same, but we've done three big upgrades to it. First upgrade is we're switching out the controller. We're switching to a different controller for the machine. The second update is we've recompiled the instructions to make it a lot more comprehensive and easier to use. We've added embedded links to YouTube videos. And the third thing is we've added a ton of information on how to make the control box. In the past, we just gave you a schematic and we let you have it from there. The first thing we'll cover is the instructions. We're switching to an all digital format on the instructions. What this allows us to do is it allows us to have embedded links like I mentioned. So if you're reading the instruction on your computer and you'll see a link there that you can click on and take you right to the pertinent portion of a YouTube video to give you further details if you're having trouble with that particular instruction. The plans are still going to maintain the one-to-one printable programs or one-to-one printable diagrams for the making the plates. It's also going to still contain the downloadable STL files for 3D printing your parts. And we've reinforced the startup and troubleshooting portions of the plans. So the startup portion of the plans will take you through from what you need to do to plug in your machine and do the tests on the axes to make sure they're running the right direction. Also, it'll allow you to put in the first G code that we supply and run a test and make sure everything's working properly. If you're finding an error along the way, then we'll have troubleshooting on how to correct that error. Plans still will also contain the full bill of materials as usual that contains everything you need to complete the project. Why are we making the change? That's a big question that'll come up. Why are we doing this now? Well, and when we started this project, we started it as a basic XY machine. Then we added a rotary axis. Then we added a Z axis, and we've added other options in the machine, and we had many different revisions of plans out there that people were working off of. By going to digital only, we can ensure that everyone's using the most up-to-date information on their plans. It's very tough to troubleshoot with somebody that's having an issue, and we say all that stuff is covered in Section 7 of the plan package on the startup. And they go, well, I don't have Section 7. Well, we added it about 6 or 8 months ago, the Section 7 to the plans. So a lot of people had their plans purchased a year ago and just got around to building it. Well, they're not using the correct version, and there's a lot of extra work between the customer and ourselves to get that information back to them. Having an all digital format, it makes sure that everyone's working on the most up-to-date plans at all times. So it's very important. The second update to the package is a new controller, and this is a major update. We started out with an Arduino Uno, and now we're moving to an ESP32 controller. Why did we start out with this? Well, I don't know, we can't really explain why, but this exact controller I bought Jackson for a birthday or Christmas present when he was about 8 or 10 years old, because he liked to tinker with this type of stuff. So I bought him this one, and it's actually been the one that's been running this machine for the last couple of years. And then Jackson, when he was in the 3D printing industry, he worked a lot with these Arduinos, and the 32-bit controllers weren't available then. So we're switching out to this new controller. Spec-wise, we're going from a 8-bit 32 megahertz speed to a 32-bit 240 megahertz speed. So it's quite a bit more powerful and faster controller. And $30 for an Arduino Uno, $7 for an ESP32. So we got a $23 cost savings in the machine by moving to this. People had tremendous trouble hooking up wires to the Arduino Uno because it just has little sockets here, and you need special pins, you need different things. You know, we recommended people to hot glue them in if they were having trouble with their things falling out. Well, this ESP32 controller actually comes with a hat is what this is called. So we plug in the controller, and now we've got nice stud blocks to loosen up and put all of our wires in and tighten down. So it makes attaching your wires and much easier and much more thorough. So it's altogether just a tremendously better unit to use in the machine. The other issue with it is people had a little bit of trouble flashing this. This will still require to be flashed, but you know, we flash through Open Build's control. They took away the ability to flash Arduinos, so they're not going to take away the ability to flash ESP32s because that's what they're using in their stuff. So it's going to simplify the flashing process. Another advantage to using the ESP32 is it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So you can connect to your machine one of three ways. You can connect with your home wireless network. You can connect directly with your laptop PC via Bluetooth, or you can still plug it in and connect through the cable. So that's another big advantage. You won't have to add a Bluetooth module to use wireless to your machine. So big advantage. The last advantage of this is for us. Using this ESP32-bit controller will allow us, if we would choose to, we potentially could make a new control board with built-in stepper motor controllers or drivers. Also, with that, we could have opto-isolated limit switches built into the control board and a THC embedded into this same control board. So it'd be an all-in-one unit. If you guys would be interested, let us know in the comments below if that's something you think would be a big advantage going forward. The next big update to the plans is how to build the control box. So we're going to take you through step by step of building this control box for the JD's Garage plasma cutter. With this, I'll let it boot up. With this box, now we're going to give you a full wire list with the box. So there'll be a spreadsheet. It'll tell you that wire 1 gets cut to 22 inches long, and it goes from pin 1 on the controller to pin 2 on the stepper driver for the Z-axis. And it'll tell you, so you just cut the wire to length, strip it, put it in the box. Go to wire 2, cut it to length, strip it, put it in the box. So it'll be very simple to make that. Then we can give you the total. That'll also include the total length of wire needed to build this here. And we're also listing the parts, the switch, the E-stop, the aviation connectors, everything you need if you'd like to build a professional box like this. Or you can just go out the schematic and build it however you want to. But we're giving you this template. We're showing you how to lay out the components inside the box, where to get the box on Amazon. All that stuff will be included in it. So guys, there's a quick overview of the updated JD's Garage 2.0. One thing that I do want to mention is that this 2.0 is a new product. It is not an update to the existing product. The old product will sunset and it'll become discontinued. We'll continue to support that product, but this is a different product than the original design. I just want to stress that. We felt it was necessary to update the plans and turn them into a digital product. I mentioned a few of the reasons why we needed to do that. Also switched out the controller due to the Arduino flashing issues and some things like that. Other benefits of that is with this different processor, we're actually seeing the machine move faster in certain high detail jobs. That it actually, we don't know if the Arduino was slowing down into some high precision small transfer cuts or what the reason was. And we're able to move from position to position. Our transfer speeds have went up by about 2.5 times on our transfer speed. So we're getting a faster moving machine. Unintended benefit, we changed some of the steps per millimeter on the motors, and we're getting a lot more torque out of the same motor driver combinations as well with the new controller because it can handle the speed of that. So it's a big benefit to the machine. on their unintended benefit that we did gain. We do understand that having an all digital plan package may be a concern to some of you. Difficult to take your computer out to the shop where you're working on this, things like that. But we felt it's very important to get rid of people's frustration, to make sure that everyone is working on the same page. And remember, these instructions, you're going to use them for a day or a couple days or a week, and then you're never going to look at them again. Once the machine's built, what do you care about the dimensions of this tube? You don't. Where to drill the holes. None of that information really matters after the machine is built. You may need to reference the troubleshooting guide or the startup thing, but you got to have your computer in the shop anyway, because you got to connect to the machine, either wirelessly or plugging it in. So it shouldn't be that big an issue to build this machine with the digital plan package. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for allowing us to share with you the JD's Garage 2.0 plasma cutter. If you're just thinking about building one of these, it's an updated version of our tried and true design, where many of these are running all around the world. There's lots of successful builds out there, and people are enjoying their home-built JD's Garage plasma cutter. Make sure to check out our links for more details down below on where to get your plan package, and make sure to like and subscribe.